Well, hello and welcome to Bradley Ritter's channel. I appreciate you being here. And that's a hello and welcome to myself, because this is also my first post on this channel. And so I wanted to kind of just set the intention for what this is going to be, but then also just kind of dive into why you should care. So, to start it off, I quit my job last week, and I've always had a dream of changing the world and telling people about how I'm going to change the world. And so with that in mind, I wanted to just film myself doing the things that I do every day. And so whether that's my current job search to get back into real estate, or that's going to the gym, or just doing the things that I love to do with my friends or by myself. And so I wanted to just set this to see where this goes, because I've always wanted to set up a camera and talk to it, and here I am with a camera set up talking to it. And what better time than when you quit your job to do that? And so I have a bit of a schedule here, and so in the mornings I want to be doing all of the job applications. And so previous to this I was a recruiter, and so kind of know how to get a job. I just got to go out and actually do it and execute, which is kind of the whole thing. And so I wanted to teach y'all how to do that. And you can go through the whole process, you can see me doing it, see the ups and downs, the struggles, the interviews, the everything. And I'm really excited to be able to show that kind of raw side to me. And I really only have about 2 months left here in Miami. I absolutely love it. I went here for school, but now I'm post-grad, and I've been trying to make it out on my own. I took the leap of faith, and I said, I believe in myself that I can change my life in these next 2 months. And if not, I don't think that I'm going to die. Realistically, I'll be okay. And so, why not? You know? Why not? So, what do I want to do? Realistically, I want to be in private equity real estate. I was when I went out of college, ended up losing that job, and then I was doing business development and recruitment at a different company. I was there for about 9 months, but honestly, it just wasn't my dream. My dream was to pursue real estate, but then also, in the back of my mind, I've been wanting to do this for years. I've been wanting to talk to a camera. And so I figured, why not marry the two? I'm going to be job searching anyway. I might as well film it. I might as well try to help other people with it. If they can take my advice and say, wow, yeah, that's a good way of job searching. Or maybe not. Maybe you look at me, I job search and I don't find shit. Then, okay, maybe that doesn't work. But we'll learn together, and I'm excited to take people on that journey, because nothing in life is perfect, and nothing in life is ever going to go in one certain direction. And so I don't want to set the intention for this channel too hard. I just want to live my life, film it, and then see where that goes, because I don't live a boring life. I'm not going to live a boring life, and I very much intend on being successful. And so right now, I'm not very successful. Right now, I do not have much money on my bank account. I'm going to struggle to pay the rent the next couple months, and I'm going to figure it out. If I have to DoorDash, then I'll DoorDash. But I want to make it. I want to do it. I want to be somebody. And I think that everybody wants to be somebody, obviously, but it's about the execution. And executing always is not necessarily the easiest thing in the world, but it's what's important. And so you can sit there in analysis paralysis and say, oh, if I did this, if I did this, if I did this. I'm tired of the ifs. I'm tired of the ifs. I've said it for so long. I've been wanting to do this for 2 years. I've said it for so long. There's so many things that I want to do that I just sit there in analysis paralysis and I want to make sure it's perfect. But no, the biggest thing is you got to just sit down. You got to step in front of the camera, and you got to say, hey, my name's Brad. Doing my best. You know? That's going to get you so much further than anything else. It's just doing the action. And that's hard. It's a hard thing to do. It's a scary thing to do. Certainly not going to be easy to post this one, and probably not going to be easy to post my failures. Probably be a little bit easier to post my successes, but it's not going to be easy. But life isn't easy, and you choose which part of your life is more difficult. Is it the stuff that you do control and your life is difficult because you have so many deals going on and you have so many clients that you need to respond to, and that's really stressing you out and that's keeping you up at night? Or is it the fear of regret, where you're sitting there and you're doing nothing? You have nothing to do. That's not stressing you out. But the fact that you have nothing to do is the thing that's stressing you out, because you haven't built anything yet. And so right now, I haven't built very much at all. And so I want to. And there's a difference between I want to and I have and I am. And so right now, I am building something. I'm building my YouTube channel. And so while I'm going to try to crawl my way back into real estate in the capacity that I want to do, which is more on the technical analysis, asset managerial side of things, that's what I want to do. And I think that a lot of people coming out of college, if they don't have a job, they're going to be in a similar position to me, saying, what am I going to do with my life? And so this is it. This is what I'm going to do with my life. And I hope that that's impactful to some people, that they can look at me and say, yeah, I see myself in that guy, and he's just out here doing his best, just like everybody else. And that gives me a sense of purpose that I think that when you're unemployed and you're doing the job search, it's all on you. But that purpose, it's not necessarily there. When you're at a job and you're working every day and you know what you need to do, your boss is going to tell you what to do, and you're grinding away at it, that's your purpose, at least for right then. But when you're trying to find your purpose and you're trying to come into your own, it's scary. But it's kind of wonderful in a sense. You know, how blessed am I to be able to look out onto the world and say I can do anything. I can do anything I want. If I want to set up this camera, I can set that up. I can take this photo. I can take this video. I can do anything that I want right now. A little bit of runway in terms of, like, my runway is running out, and I would love to stay down here in Miami. And so with that, I think that it makes sense to get into the plan. You know, what am I actually going to do? How am I going to survive in Miami? So really, 3 facets. First, job search, obviously. I'm going to do everything I can to place myself back into real estate. And so whether that's on the computer, in-person networking events, I'm going to take you through the journey and how I'm doing it. Probably not going to film in the networking event, but you know, I'll take some pictures. So that's the first facet, is the job search. And the second facet is working out. I think that leading a healthy lifestyle, going to the gym, and just having that win every day is quintessential to somebody's success. And I think that when you look back on the times of your life where you weren't doing very well, nothing was really going right, were you working out? Or flip that. When you were working out every single day, did you not feel like you were on the top of the world? That you could do anything? And look, I'm not sitting here saying that I work out every single day. I work out a fair bit, but it's been kind of inconsistent forever, you know? And the times in my life that I look back and I say, wow, you know, I was really on top of my stuff, it was when I was working out every day. And so that's the second facet. The third is really enjoyment of life. Enjoyment of life. There's so much in this life to enjoy. I mean, it is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But it can also suck. And so finding the joys in life, even when it sucks, even when the world is crashing down and you don't have a job and you don't know what you're going to do with your life, there's so much beauty. You can look out and it's beautiful. But also the friendships that we make, the things that we do, the activities that we do, and not just staying in our rooms, those are the things that make life really worth living. And so it's exciting to be on this journey. I'm excited to take you guys with me, and we'll see where it goes. And so with that, I think I have therapy in about 5 minutes. And so I'm going to go talk some more, but in private. And so I'll catch you in the next one, maybe at the gym, maybe DJing, who knows. But either way, I'm looking forward to it, and we'll catch up soon.